All right, 3, 2, 1, boom.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN.
Board BPN.
Modern science. Countless years of research. Tens of thousands of experiments. All culminating in an explosion of innovation.
And then we have
Humanity
flat
launched into a
earthers.
technological golden age. Global communication in an instant.
Fuck the Illuminate. You're the reason this world is fricked up, you cunts. Illuminate Sam. We are not the Illuminati. We are Illuminate, a branded night that showcases top DJs in Atlanta. Oh, okay, sorry. The Illuminate. This is what I mean. People are so stupid. I cannot Illuminate. We're top DJ and Cole. At least he says sorry. Yeah, he did. He apologized pretty quickly. 2 minutes after the post. This is old Facebook too. That's so good.
Live broadcasting from any location at any time. Once unimaginable technologies, now becoming a reality.
The glizzy!
Scientists worldwide are paving the way for more to come. The science behind this propulsion of technology has also told us that we're living in an ever-expanding universe, filled with hundreds of billions of galaxies. And within one of these galaxies, our solar system, where 8 planets, and a sort of planet but not really, have been
Not Pluto!
rotating around a star for the last 4.5 billion years. And within this solar
It's
system,
a long time, huh?
planet Earth.
I'm the
Green,
center of the universe.
Luscious, oxygen-rich. Most can agree on the basic details, but there is a lane of discussion that some don't dare go down. A rabbit hole that runs so deep, you might never come back out.
Ew.
Is the Earth actually flat? Ever since the ancient Greeks began their equations more than 2,000 years ago, the overwhelming consensus has slowly shifted to the viewpoint that the Earth is a sphere. More recently, satellites around the world have managed to capture images of the planet from the depths of space, further cementing a spherical Earth. There's also the mountain of mathematical and scientific evidence, but not everyone was so easily convinced. Alternate theories of Earth's shape have sprung up left, right,
Oh yeah, the donut shape theory.
and centre, but none of them more widespread than flat Earth. A theory that suggests that NASA, world governments, airlines,
You think flat Earth is real? Just wait until you learn space is fake and there's lands beyond the ice wall.
I actually think that people who unironically think this, they don't really fight you on it. They just kind of exist. There are people who unironically think this. Yeah, they think that the Earth is not not a globe. They call them globers or whatever.
and basically anyone in the field of navigation have been lying to us about the shape of the planet for the last few decades.
My neighbor is an air traffic control person, so I guess he's just been lying to me too.
Is it true? Has modern technology failed us?
Yes.
Or are scientists hiding the truth?
Yeah.
Is there a massive dome covering the planet?
Yes.
Did the Notorious Big know something we didn't? Modern flat Earth societies worldwide have been asking similar questions for quite some time, and governments are terrified with the progress they're making. Their main beliefs are the following. The Earth is flat, under a dome, and surrounded by a giant wall of ice. Also, some...
Oh yeah, the ice encapsulates the world. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the ice wall is supposed to keep everything inside. Yeah. It's like Game of Thrones. Yeah, but it's like all around the world, not just like the top. We're in the north. How's the ice sustained? Through our magical belief that flat Earth is real.
believe that space is a complete lie, crafted by a man on Photoshop. The sun and the moon are two small lights hovering over the Earth within the dome. Gravity isn't a thing.
Fake news, folks.
And that the
Wait, gravity's not real? Then what is gravity? Something we believe in? Oh.
entirety of Australia doesn't actually exist.
Wait. Wait, they actually believe Australia's not real? Why? I can believe Australia being fake though. Oh, shut
I'm
up.
not real. Glow time.
Yeah, Air Vortex is from Australia. I guess he's not real. Yeah!
All of this because they can't see a curve on the horizon. Their arguments are strong, and they're only getting stronger, as in the last few years, they've assembled a crack team of scientists solely devoted to finding evidence for their theory. They're not quite there yet, but they're getting damn close. Alongside the research division, there are the Flat Earth conventions, where the most educated Flat Earth conspiracy theorists gather to hold intelligent and...
Yeah, the Channel 5! The Channel 5 is amazing. Get. Hey, asshole. Hold on. Channel 5 did a Flat Earth convention thing. It was really good. I thought it was so funny.
Found discussions on what's really going on in the shadows. And through the global
Highly
reach of the
recommend
internet,
it.
Flat Earth has spread far and wide, even to the point where people are actually building entire communities around the theory. Flat Earth music.
Flat Earth friends. What if I make a community like that?
Flat Earth merchandise. Even Flat Earth dating sites. Naturally.
Effie dating? Wait, what?
Flat
Let me
Earth
see that.
merchandise. Even Flat Earth dating.
Great place to find more Flat Earth information. It's such an open and welcoming community, open to all ideas. Damn.
sites. Naturally, the whole thing has also led to a lot of memes and trolling. But with thousands of members and an end goal to have Flat Earth taught in schools, the Flat Earthers
Wait, what?
aren't playing around.
This is not Poggers in the chat. A deep dive.
Dover, the United Kingdom, the 1950s.
I fucking knew it! The British did this!
The ironic part is that we actually are being accelerated up at 1g relative to space-time, but it happens in 3 dimensions, not 2.
I don't know what the hell you just said to me, but okay. Thanks for the 100 clams. Damn it, it's the British!
There's a guy in town called Samuel Shenton, and he thinks the world is flat. After creating his own cosmology, he sets up the International Flat Earth Research Society in 1956 and starts spreading. The Flat Earth Society
Really
isn't actually
dry.
the first of its kind. In fact, it's heavily inspired by another Flat Earth Society founded in England in the late 1800s,
Damn it, England!
but with less of a religious focus. These guys were going to prove the Earth was flat with science.
Okay.
Shenton would spend the next few years lecturing his theory to political groups and youth clubs. However, for some reason, his ideas struggled to catch on. When Shenton died in 1972, the
That theory should have died with him, but okay.
society would come under new leadership. A bloke called Charles Johnson.
Oh,
Membership
shit!
of the Flat Earth Society would rise to around 3,000 under Johnson's leadership, but began to decline in the late 90s, after a fire at his house. And Flat Earth began to
Fallout.
fizzle out.
No!
That was until the internet came around. A digital revolution. Arguably the most monumental piece of technology ever invented. In with it came new forms of communication,
And VTubers, unfortunately.
universal access to data, and the development of cutting-edge technologies. Of course, it wasn't all good. But with this flood of new communication came new means to spread information. Instead of traditional network television, which was constantly under producer supervision, anyone with a laptop could shoot a video, upload it, and have it streamed directly onto someone else's computer.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't matter how ill-researched what you were saying was, as long as it...
Yeah. California wildfires by directed energy weapons. Oh, hell yeah. Explain this?
made for a good 30-minute watch before bed, you were golden. And so, early YouTube was massive for spreading some of the more far-reaching conspiracy
I freaking
theories,
love
and
Filthy
YouTube's
Frank.
algorithm actually pushed you towards them. It was in this
What?
climate that the Flat Earth Society relaunched online in 2009. And from there, it wasn't long before Flat Earth videos started to circulate on this conspiracy-driven YouTube, accumulating millions of views, and luring more and more people in. Literally to the point where YouTube had to change how their algorithm works in order...
YouTube promises to stop recommending flat earth true. Maybe they're onto something, chat. Maybe they're right. Like, YouTube bad, so algorithm pushing No, they're dumb. No, they're not. Come on, man. Nah, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. You guys, maybe they're hiding something from us.
To curb the spread of them. But it was too late. Thousands
Oh,
joined,
shit.
conventions sprung up, books written, articles uploaded, songs produced.
What? Wait, where? Flat Earth Man, the best Flat Earth song ever, aka NASA is faking everything song.
Tweets posted. It was everywhere.
Oh shit.
Quickly before we move on, did you know that private browsing isn't that private? A
Chat.
shocking revelation, I'm sure. But that's not all. If you're on a public network that's not secure, people on the same network can snoop in and see what you're up to.
Shavik should have had a NordVPN sponsorship in Korea. Then the incident wouldn't have happened.
And that's not ideal when you're using your credit card, passwords, or are up to any questionable activities.
Oh shit!
Now that hacker's got everything he needs. Wait, what's that?
NordVPN
encrypts your data at the source, making it more difficult to intercept your traffic. Just hit a country, and you'll be more secure in seconds. Now, instead of stealing your credit card details, that hacker's at work. Also,
Oh, no.
access to Netflix's lineups in different countries, and no more spying from your internet service
You
provider.
can't do that anymore,
No speed limit,
sadly.
no log policy, and if you don't like it, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And you can grab NordVPN at a 70% discount through the link in the description. That's $3.49 a month, plus a month free.
Damn, cheap. Nice.
Now, Flat Earth pulls in a few kinds of people. First, there are the people who believe that the few lines in the Bible alluding to a flat Earth should be taken literally. And then there are the conspiracy theorists who get roped in from the jungle of other conspiracy theories online.
Oh yeah, reptilians in the royal bloodline. But come on! Rich people in the government are reptilians. They're inhuman. They're not real people.
And although they're all under the same flag, they don't all agree with each other. For instance, not everyone believes in the dome. Some believe that the planet just keeps going on forever. Some also believe that the Earth is motionless, while others believe it's constantly moving upwards. So as well as the arguments with globetards, there's also quite a lot of...
That's what they call them. I forgot. They call them globetards. That's it. Yeah, anyone who disagrees with you is a globe. Oh my god.
bickering with each other.
This
The
is
society
so
has
good.
also had some critics, most notably
Oh my god, so
astrophysicist Neil
ignorant.
deGrasse Tyson, alongside pretty much every other scientist on the planet. But it didn't
Very, very normal thing to do, by the way.
matter. The Flat Earthers had B.O.B., a rapper that no one had heard about. In a
Oh yeah, B.O.B. was a flat earther. Yes, I remember this now. He came on TikTok. Yeah, he went on TikTok and started spouting that he got like shadow banned too, I'm pretty sure.
around 10 years.
For posting stuff like that.
An online dispute between deGrasse Tyson and B.O.B. sprung up in early 2016.
Oh yeah,
It
this was
started
so
out with a
good.
few tweets.
Yes, this is it. He posted on Twitter. The cities in the background are approximately 16 miles apart. Where's the curve? Explain this.
deGrasse
Yeah.
Tyson sees what B.O.B. is posting on Twitter and immediately steps in the ring. The following back and forth on Twitter starts out relatively level-headed.
I don't like Neil deGrasse Tyson because he's a very egotistical, narcissistic person. And when you actually listen to him talk in a lot of podcasts, he's extremely self-centered and kind of a butthole. But in this case, this is pretty funny. Like,
But it doesn't stay
like
that
it's
way for long.
funny. Like,
The
this was
very next
pretty
day,
good.
B.O.B. drops a Flat Earth diss track on Neil
Oh my
Flat
god.
earthers are dumb, that's why I'm a flat sunner.
A flat sunner, huh? Yeah, he released a rap about it.
deGrasse Tyson, instantly proving all of his points wrong.
He's crying, shitting
Neil
his
swings
pants.
back with a diss track of his own.
What? Wait, he did a diss track back? Oh my god. That is actually pretty good.
B.O.B. had had enough.
That's
He was going to
amazing.
prove his point. In 2017,
Oh,
he sets up a
shit.
$1 million GoFundMe to launch a satellite into the sky and settle it once and for all. However,
What?
it doesn't quite reach its goal. Not much has happened since.
Damn, only 2,200? That's not very good, no.
Okay, so potentially millions of people have been roped into the viewpoint that the Earth's flat. But what are their actual arguments? The Flat Earthers' discoveries are incredible. Their arguments proving too logical for scientists themselves. However, there are a few issues with a few of their points. At the base
Okay.
of the society, the Flat Earth model. This is what the entire movement revolves around. There are a few different versions, but they all share the same fundamental aspects. They're flat and surrounded by a wall of ice.
Yeah, the wall of ice thing is just so dumb. The wall of ice that never melts. They don't know why it never melts. Their arguments for it. I actually unironically have watched theories on flat Earth just because I wanted to look at them and I thought it was funny. They think it's because it's like the entire ice wall that surrounds the Earth on the like plate is like thermally regulated that it never melts ever. And if it ever happens, we would all die. And I'm like, what the frick? Huh?
Here are the problems with that.
Yeah, it's
To
like
get to this model,
magical.
they've had to stretch countries out, literally to the point where they're actually no longer proportional.
Yeah.
Also, when put into practice, countries on the
And then their argument against it is like, oh, well, you know, the government actually doesn't tell you how big countries are, and like, you can't measure it yourself, so you have to believe the government. It's like, dude, you're such a schizo. What the fuck?
map are much farther apart than they are in reality.
Yeah.
For instance, here is a direct flight from Sydney, Australia to Santiago, Chile. Approximately a 7,000-mile journey.
That's a long
QF27
flight.
is a 12-hour flight. However, if the world looks like this, you're looking at a distance of around 17,000 miles. And that's going to take a lot longer than 12 hours. In fact, the plane would have
Whoa.
to travel at almost twice the speed of sound. Flat Earth's response to this? The flights don't exist.
Yes, this is exactly what I'm saying. They don't have a concrete argument and they just say those flights don't exist. You're just getting like scammed, and then you land in Australia and then you land in Brazil or Peru, whatever. Like, people are very gullible. Yeah, they're very silly. They're very silly.
The airlines are in on it, and the flights are simply unable to be booked or always cancelled a few days before.
Yeah. Or everything is fake. Yeah.
The multiple videos of people getting on these flights on YouTube are yet to be addressed. Now let's take a look at who's actually in on it. Turns out, it's a lot of people. Anyone with a reasonable knowledge of circumnavigation, governments worldwide, scientists worldwide, NASA, and the United Nations. It's even in their logo. And all of NASA's...
Wait, their globe logo is a flat Earth logo, so therefore they're in on it. Everyone's in on it. Yeah, apparently.
footage, CGI. In fact, Flat Earthers reckon
CGI.
that NASA was actually created to hide the real shape of the Earth in the first place, and
Yeah.
is spending billions of dollars a year, all in an effort to cloak the fact that we're living under a dome. Okay,
And every single country is in on it. Every single one.
so how do they explain ships disappearing over the horizon bottom first? Heat. If the sun and the moon look like this, how come solar eclipses exist?
What?
It's a shadow object that orbits the sun.
What?
Okay. The arguments are convincing, but some members of the Flat Earth Society still
I mean, convincing. This is so.
weren't content, so they thought they'd conduct some research of their own.
Oh my god, man. Oh yeah, the rocket
It's
experiments.
2017, and Flat Earther Mike Hughes looks up to the sky. He doesn't believe the lies, and wants to see the so-called curvature of the Earth with his very own eyes. So he plans
Is this the guy that does it and then believes in it? I remember there was a guy, I don't remember where or when, he did an experiment and ended up being like, this was stupid. No, he died? Oh my god. Oh my
Plans to build
god,
a homemade
no.
rocket to do so.
Yes,
But
I
first, he needs
remember.
$20,000. He crowdfunds
Yeah, he
$8,000
blows up
and
or
gets to work on
something.
building the rocket. After months of assembly, November 2017 finally comes around. But at the
Oh my god, yeah, I remember this.
very last minute, the Bureau of Land Management tell him he's on public land and not allowed to launch. A
Yep.
few months later, he's ready to launch again.
The question they have no answer for is why anyone would want to conceal the flat Earth.
No, they have a reason for it. They just say like, "Oh, it's to hide." Like, it's either the fact that they're trying to hide that aliens exist, or they're trying to like indoctrinate people to believe something that they're not, so that it isn't real, so that they're easier to control. It's always like really weird, like psychological mumbo jumbo.
And this time, he's no longer on public land.
Okay.
However, the rocket doesn't actually work.
Okay.
Quite lucky
That
for
sucks.
Hughes, considering his team forgot to arm the main parachute of the rocket. But on the 26th
Do not listen to this fox girl. She is a Fed telling you Fed lies.
I'm not a Fed.
of March, he's ready to launch for a third time.
Let's go.
And it finally happens. He soars almost 2,000 feet into the sky before coming back down to Earth. A successful launch, but not quite high enough to see the curvature of the planet.
Yeah.
For that, he would have needed to reach a height of 35,000 feet. Flat Earth? Not proven. However, there's a bit more to this story than that. If
Come
Hughes
on,
had actually
hit me.
wanted to see the curvature of the Earth, all he had to do was fork out $200 for a ride on a commercial airline, which generally reaches at least 30,000 feet. That's a lot cheaper than building a 20
But that won't prove anything because the airplanes and the airlines are in on it, so he's not gonna do that.
$1,000 makeshift rocket. It also turns out that Hughes is actually a daredevil and has been launching rockets for quite some time. He launched a rocket reaching 1,500 feet in 2014 and set up a fundraiser for a launch in 2016, asking for $150,000. But that
That's a lot of dosh. Maybe I should launch myself into outer space.
amassed little more than 300. However, after suddenly declaring himself a flat earther in 2017, Hughes managed to crowdfund almost $10,000. So I don't think it's
wonder
reaching
why.
to say that Mike Hughes actually just used flat earth as a means to fund his rocket career. Tragically, Mike Hughes passed away early this year after an early deployment of a parachute during his latest rocket launch.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yep, he did a launch and it ended up backfiring and he passed away. He daredevil too hard.
Back again to 2018, and a group
Yeah.
of flat earthers decide to test their theory. Okay, so these so-called scientists are telling us that the Earth is spinning 360 degrees a day, so that's got to be 15 degrees of rotation
Star Fox but with more piss?
You're so funny.
an hour. We'll see about that. One of them spends $20,000 on a ring laser gyroscope, a device that they can use to measure the rotation of the planet. They then leave it up for an hour. It measures
Okay.
15 degrees. That measurement didn't count, of course, because the gyroscope
You spent $20,000 and then it's wrong because it's. Oh my god. I hate these people. You spent $20,000 and then because it doesn't tell you what you want, it's wrong.
was supposedly picking up heavenly energies from the sky.
Oh
so they then put it
shit.
in a zero Gauss chamber. They wait 1 hour. Still 15 degrees.
That's
That's Earth.
crazy.
Still not proven.
More
In the same year,
lasers.
another group of flat earthers get to work. Okay, so one guy used our movement to crowdfund his rocket hobby. Another guy wasted $20,000 on a piece of navigational equipment that proved us wrong. Time to go a bit cheaper. This experiment would require only 3 boards and a 3,000 milliwatt laser. The basic idea was that they'd have 3 boards placed evenly along a 3.88 mile stretch through the Victoria Canal. They'd then shoot the laser from one end to the other, and then track where it passed on each board. And if it was
Okay.
at the same point across all 3, the Earth was flat. But if the laser passed a lower point on the middle post, the Earth was round. However, when they actually tested it out, the laser beam had expanded over the canal and shone onto the entire final board,
Oh my god. I hope nobody got hurt.
making it impossible to tell what point it was hitting.
Okay, thank god.
Another failure.
Scientists, by the way. It was a
Alright,
shit
boys,
laser.
One
Yeah.
final test. This was basically another attempt at the last test, but with a few key differences. This one involved only 2 boards, a camera, and a flashlight. They cut out
Okay.
holes 14 feet up the boards, then posted them along the same stretch of the canal. If
Okay.
the camera on the other end of the flashlight picked up any lights through the holes, the earth was flat. But if the camera picked up no light, the earth was round.
What?
The camera
Okay.
didn't pick up any light. So far, not much has worked out. However, the Flat Earth Society
They get their answer and they're like, wait a minute. Huh? They didn't tell the whole story. You don't need more of the story. They're stupid.
are currently setting up plans for a Flat Earth cruise, set to sail to the Great Ice
Oh
Wall
my
within the next
God.
2 years, where the Flat Earthers will finally be able to gaze upon the Great Barrier keeping us all caged in, with
Oh,
their
yeah.
very own eyes. What they'll say when they realise it's not actually a wall, nobody can say. But for now,
They'll just say it's fake and the government's stopping them. Yeah.
the Earth is undeniably flat to potentially millions of people.